Hello, this is Dattaji, and I am preaching the spiritual knowledge of Sri Dattaswami. God has to come in human form in every generation because as soon as God exits, selfish people misinterpret his message constantly. The misinterpretation satisfies the majority of the people, which is incapable of practicing in the right path. For example, God decides that 70% is the distinction. When God exits, the majority of the students, which is incapable of getting the distinction, like to bring down the percentage so that they can also have the satisfaction of the distinction. A student who gets 7% wants to have the distinction. Now the misinterpretation is given like this. In the number 70, there are two numbers. One is 7 and the other is 0. Since 0 has no value, 70 must mean 7. Therefore, the student getting 7% can get the distinction. Such misinterpretation by a mischievous teacher is admired by a large majority of students. Now he is the greatest teacher with a large majority of followers. This is the present situation of false preachers misleading the vast majority. The distinction can be neither given by the teacher nor by the student. The board of interview selecting the student of distinction for service has the acknowledgement of the distinction for which only there is real fruit. Hence God gives the divine fruit only to the real distinction, since he is well aware of the marks of distinction, which were prescribed by him only. Therefore God had to come again and again, and also everywhere simultaneously, especially when there was no electronic communication in the world, to establish the correct interpretation in the entire world. The correct interpretation attracts only the merit students, and the majority consisting of incapable students will reject this. God is also not bothered about such majority, because even if the truth is established to them, there will be no use in the case of such students. Krishna never preached spiritual knowledge to many people in his life. In his entire life, he chose only one occasion to preach Gita to just Arjuna only.
वीरं भजे वीरभद्रं भजे रौद्राविकटाट्टहासं भजे कालीपते भद्रकालीपते कालीपते भद्रकालीपते कालीपते भद्रकालीपते वीरं भजे वीरभद्रं भजे रौद्राविकटाट्टहासं भजे वीरं भजे वीरभद्रं भजे रौद्राविकटाट्टहासं भजे श्रीभद्रकाली सहितं वीरभद्रं नमामितं कुलदेवं प्रसूताता रूपान्तरमिव स्थितम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय।